everyone, my name is QueenE and today we're going to be doing something really exciting because we're going to see if we can put every single crop on the same plot and make it automatic, which means zero effort, or well, close to zero, minimum effort farming, while still being able to grow and farm every single crop that exists in Palia right now anyways. So, without further ado, I have now waited until my plot is completely clear. This plot is a little bit more complicated, I'm not gonna lie, so make sure that if you do want to plant this one and you want to make it fully automatic, make sure you follow the layout very carefully, because there's gonna be like a few places where it might not be super intuitive where crop goes, just to make sure that it is 100% covered in water retention and weed prevention. Because if a crop isn't watered or weed is growing on it, it won't complete its next growth cycle, which is why those two statistics are especially important if you want as hands-off farm as you can possibly make. And you know me, I'm all about efficiency. Like, the least amount of effort I can put into my farming, the happier I am. But it's also one of those things where, you know what, we might need a little bit of everything for different sort of cooking stuff, or for relationship quests, or for any other reasons why you might want a few different crops and not just be stuck farming, you know, a very monotonous type of plot. Not to mention, it looks really cute when you got a bunch of different crops growing at the same time. There we go. All right. So let's grab all the seeds. And I always try to keep 30 of each seed in my inventory. Obviously, I don't have enough blueberries or apples to really make enough star seeds to fill that. But it's just a comfort thing, honestly, especially with the blueberry seeds and the spicy peppers and the apple seeds. You probably don't need 30, but I just like things to look very even. So that's why I tried to go for 30. And again, 30 is the max stack that you can have in one. So there we go. Anyways, let's start out with the actual seeds we need. So we're going to need 14 tomato seeds. I'm just going to grab my stack because it makes it easier. We're going to need 11 potato seeds. We are going to need 2 rice seeds. We are going to need 2 wheat seeds. We are going to need 13 carrot seeds, 17 onion seeds, 2 cotton seeds, 1 blueberry seed, 1 apple seed, 1 spicy pepper seed, and 3 corn seeds. So as you can see, every single crop in the game will be in this plot, and it will be minimum effort. So let's start with the big boys. Let's plant our apple tree. Our apple tree is going to be dead center here. So that's a tomato. Don't make that mistake. I know they have changed what they look like, but still it can be confusing, so be careful. Just want to make sure it's dead center. Yes, okay, we got the apple seed down. Now we need the blueberries, which is going to be up here. And then the spicy peppers, that is going to be down here. Now, the reason I've gone for this and put them this close is because the apple tree gives you speed growth boost. So because I want more blueberries and stuff, I made sure that at least 2 sides, or 2 squares, so to speak, of the blueberries and spicy peppers is touching the apple. Because the apple, again, makes them grow just a little bit faster. But let's start with the onions. So in this square, it's going to be 4 onions. And then it's going to be 3 carrots. And again, be careful, because if you have to, at least now, we can remove the crops. But if you do have to remove a crop because you misplace it, then you are going to have to lose it, because it gets destroyed. You don't get the seed back, which is a bit frustrating. So be careful, especially with the expensive crops like the apple trees, etc. So we're going to put a potato and a tomato. There we go. And then we have this square here. So it's going to be 1 carrot. Now, it's going to look a little weird first, but you've got to have 1 carrot, 1 potato, and 1 tomato. There we go. So you can see that it doesn't really follow precisely the structured layout that we've been able to make before. So I'm just going to make sure. So it's going to be another 4 onions, 1 in each corner. And then this time only 2 carrots, 1 on each side. And then tomato, potato, tomato. Tomato, tomato. Potato. There we go. All right, our top layer is complete. Let's move on to the side. So, now we get to the fun part. Now we get to do what our first mix crop, which is the corn. There we go. Remember, guys, only 3 corn, so that's all we get. I'm sure there are plenty of other similar versions to this. You can tweak these sort of auto layouts quite a bit to fit your own personal preferences, but I wanted to make one that's fairly straightforward. I mean, as far as like trying to fit every crop, it is obviously going to be a little bit more complicated than the other ones in general, just because you're trying to fit more on it. But, you know, it's a fun challenge, and I still wanted to make it as like accessible as possible and just have fun with it, you know? Like, feel free to experiment and try your own layouts and see if you can make an even better version. And then share it with me, because remember, I want minimum effort but maximum profits, okay, guys? And then last layer on this one is some onion and a carrot. There we go. Now we're down to around the spicy pepper seed. We want a potato and a tomato. And then a carrot. And a potato. And an onion. Nice. I'm doing it square by square this time because I found that it makes it a little bit easier to keep track of. And it's also making it slightly more easy to not misplant anything, because I am the misplant. So, yeah, I need to be very, very careful because I constantly click too fast, click on the wrong thing, etc. All right, we need a carrot up here and a carrot down here. And then 2 onions. And then, was it wheat or rice? I guess it doesn't matter. You could put rice, you could put wheat. It's completely up to you. So, I've opted to put wheat in this location. But you see where we have these like cotton and where we have corn, etc. You can put whatever you want. And actually, as I have planted this, I realized that I could optimize this a little bit further. So I'm just gonna remove this. Goodbye, Mr. Seed. And then I'm just gonna destroy this. There we go. So I want to switch it up a little bit. I'm actually gonna plant a cotton in between the 2 corn stalks. And then I want to plant a corn stalk next to the cotton, because again, maximizing the bonuses. And honestly, I completely overlooked that I could do that when I first made this layout. So there we go. That also means that I do not want to have 2 wheat on this side, and I am going to be putting down a rice. There we go. So as I said, I am the queen of misplanting. Don't worry about it. Now we can at least fix our mistakes. So on this row as well is going to be 1 wheat and 1 rice. Because, again, maximizing those bonuses as much as you want. Again, you can make this a lot simpler by just, you know, maybe not micromanaging quite as much as I'm doing here. But, you know, I find it exciting and enjoyable, so I've chosen to do so. There we go. And last but not least, we have the onion and carrot layer. And there we go. Now, all that's left is to water this. And now if we look at everything, everything has weed prevention, water retention. Some of it has growth boost. Some of it has quality boost. Some of it has growth boost. Some of it has a lot of boosts based on what's next to it. But it's looking pretty good. So let's water everything and then see what the profits are going to be like. So the profit for this layout is actually not too bad. You average out about 1,900 gold per day. It isn't by any means the highest profit layout that you can make, of course, but we wanted to make it as self-sustaining as possible. So that way, we can just wait until everything is ready to harvest, replant what needs replanting, water everything again, and then just get free money. I say free money, obviously nothing comes free in Palia, but just like that, guys, we've planted a farm that has every single crop in Palia, but made it as effortless as we possibly can. If you have any of your own fun layouts, please do share them with me because I'm always looking for more layouts to try. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this is helpful to you. Happy farming. Bye!